it is, what's happening. So the saga continues. It's not really a saga. So this evening I took a little bit of time on the 350 Chevy here. That's for our little Dodge tow truck. We had a fuel leak right here at this little fitting that goes into this fuel line. There's a little Allen plug, pipe plug. That's for if you wanted to have a mechanical gauge for your fuel pressure. We don't need that. But took that out, put a little Teflon tape on it, pulled the front bowl off the carburetor because our brand new accelerator pump was not working. Now it is. Took it out, blew all the passages out. It must have had a piece of dirt or something in it because now it works fine. We were having an issue with it not pumping, not accelerating. So when you would move the throttle, this little arm right here would not move down. It was jamming up. But now we've got it. So we'll give it one quick run here. Let's give it some power. So now it accelerates. So the whole reason I ran this on the stand was just to make sure, first off, it was running on all 8 cylinders, which I knew we'd fix the problem. But this way, at least I've got the timing roughly set, the carburetor roughly set. None of it's perfect by any means. This is just, enough to make it run. So that when we do put it in the truck, it's less fighting I got to do with it to get it to run. So I can put it in the truck, power to it, power to the starter, and boom, it'll light right up. This way I'm not fooling with it. It's easier to work on the stand. Got all the plug wires and everything laid out. We'll just have to undo our fancy little oil pressure gauge, mounted in the truck, or if I change it, I don't know if we're going to use that. We need to get a different cap for here because we don't have a breather. All we got is our PCV valve. We need a breather so it has a way to get air into the engine. And that's pretty much it. Now this is a bone stock 350 Chevy. Just like I said on the last video. There's nothing done to it. It's just an aluminum intake and a Holley carburetor. It's all stuff I had laying around. Which brings me to a little bit of the point I wanted to discuss on the channel this evening. Was I talked about keeping it cheap. But what I meant by, I don't know if a couple guys grasped what I meant by cheap was, you just want to keep, I'm trying to keep the project cheap. But, what a lot of guys don't realize when you're building a project from scratch, such as this old Dodge truck, things cost money. So I'm trying to use, it's not that I'm being cheap, I'm trying to use what I have around the shop. Had this motor, had this carburetor, had all these pieces so that this way I don't have to run out and buy them. I've already kind of got a lot of stuff. So it saves a lot of money, and I can put money in other areas of the truck that I don't have parts for. Tires, wheels, that kind of stuff. But at least we got the accelerator pump problem fixed. The fuel leak, which I knew that was easy to fix. But now it just hit the key. It fires right up. Timing's just set by feel. No light. We'll do all the final tuning once it's in the truck, because I'm sure the distributor will get bumped and moved around when it gets put in the truck. But at least we had it fired up. We know it runs. We know it hits on all 8 cylinders. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't knock. It doesn't tap. So we're already ahead of the game. So that's it for this project for this evening. I'm going to work on this little S10 that's behind me tonight. I got to do, if I can keep the camera straight for you, I got to do a trans service and a bunch of other work on that. But I kind of wanted to, this was bugging me. This carburetor was bugging me on this thing. So I wanted to kind of get it straightened out in case I needed to get anything else for it. I'd had time this week to get it, but it looks like we're good. So now we just need to get some of this side work out of here so we can get the truck in here to make mounts and start putting this thing in the truck so we can make it drive. So look, just a little short video, but holla at you, boy. Keep it reals. Catch me on the next one.